Good morning, Quiet here, and welcome back to another day on St. Olave's Way. Leaving the campsite about 20 miles in. Pretty nice camp. It was okay. Not the best, but it worked out. There was a few ants and bugs, but it lightened up. Later on in the evening, did have slug on my tent and actually on my backpack today. Had to carefully extricate. Predicting today to be a rather miserable day, even though it's fairly bright right now. It's forecast to rain all day, straight through to like 1 or 2 a.m. So that's why I pre-donned the rain gear. And it's also all pretty much straight up all day. I did go ahead and text the number on the website for those cabins. I think it'd be nice to stay in one tonight. So there is one about 8 miles away, which is what I'm shooting for. So it's going to be a low mileage day. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm just following this gravel road for another couple miles, then it enters the wilderness. But yeah, I also need to charge up. My battery bank is almost dead. It's probably going to be dead tonight when I charge my phone. Probably won't be able to get a full charge, but I have my backup, which is still doing pretty good. Okay, let's get down this trail, such as it is. I forgot to mention, just so you guys have some reference, since I'm on this new trail, the ultimate end goal is Trondheim, just like all the other ones. And from right here, 212 miles away. Okay, and here comes the rain. Okay, tiny little break from the rain. Haven't recorded much. I've still just been following this road. I actually missed the trail turn off a while back. I think it went off into the woods. I didn't notice, so I kept following the gravel road and eventually reconnected back on the trail here. I think it added an extra mile and a half or so. Okay, well, there's like a construction zone here. And this is where the climb begins. Yep, so about 2.5 miles to go. Yeah, kind of slow going. That tractor, it's like kind of tilled the road here, so it's pretty loose and sandy. I'm trying to stick to the edge where it's a little firmer. Staying at the bottom of a very big steep hill. This isn't quite the climb yet, but we're entering a forest, so you might not be able to kind of see it. But yeah, that's why the climb is so steep over such a small distance. Okay, finally reached the turnoff where we enter the woods and begin the climb. Oh man, that was a pretty intense climb. Had the cool air, at least, working in my favor. Let's check this cabin out. Okay. This is fully stocked. Nice. Okay, let me get my bag off. Okay, so this is Quiet by Candlelight. I am going to wrap it up here for tonight. Right now I'm on my own. Not sure if that will last the entire night, so I figured I'd do this now. It's a really short day. It was only about 8 something miles, and the ascent was like 1,000 feet. Got here before 1 o'clock, so wrapping it up pretty early, but I got here pretty much right when the rain started really coming down, so it's good to be sheltered for tonight. But yeah, since the day was so short, I'm going to be back tomorrow. It's going to be a longer day. I was looking at the map. I think I can make the yoga retreat tomorrow, but it's going to be about 16 miles with a bigger climb, but we'll go over that in the morning. So yeah, I'm just going to make some dinner, and I think I will maybe start a little fire in the stove and try to warm it up in here because it's pretty chilly. So I'll see you in the morning. Okay, good morning. Welcome back. Just leaving the cabin, mile 30. Had an okay-ish night last night. It was, I'm glad I stayed here. The rain was pretty bad. Picked up. It was howling pretty much all night. Storms are gone for today, thankfully. So should be pretty sunny for most of the journey before it clouds up later. Did get a little freaked out this morning. pretty sure there's some mouse droppings by my head in the bed. So I'm worried that I have like bubonic or parasites or rabies or what have you. Another thing I'm worried about is battery. So I completely drained my battery bank. Camera's at 75%. More importantly, my phone, main phone for navigation, is about 40. I do have my backup phone, which is at about 50. So between the two of them, that should be, hopefully, enough to get me there. About 16 miles from here, I'm shooting for the Leah Pilgrim House. It is about 1,600 feet of ascent. It's pretty much all uphill for the next 12 miles, and then down for the last few to the Pilgrim House. That was slow going, and that's just the first 10 minutes. Yeah, it was just super wet, sucking mud, whole way up. Glad I wore waterproof socks. You know, I'm pretty sure feet still felt a little wet. Times like this, it's good to acknowledge the things that I'm grateful for. One is, so far, the trail's been pretty straightforward, good markings, so I know I'm going the right way. Mosquitoes are relatively light, so I'm not getting swarmed constantly when I stop to go through these super muddy bits. And glad it's not raining. Okay, just emerged from there and on one of the few roadblocks for today. Only like a mile in and slow going. Even though a bottle of Coke out here is $4, I really hope this Pilgrim House has one. Oh, maybe a beer too. That would hit the spot. Okay, back into the wilderness for a while. Okay, super overgrown, and mosquitoes like sleep in these little bush plants here, so as soon as you walk by, sends up clouds of them. Got a nice view of the lake here. I don't think this is the one with the cabin. I think there's actually another lake to the north of this. It's even bigger. Now there's just no trail anymore, but I am seeing trail markers here. Okay, took some bushwhacking, but looks like I'm back on some semblance of a trail. Okay, walking around the second lake now. Yeah, same as before, just kind of overgrown. At least some out of that spongy area. That was pretty awful. Just feet sinking in up to the ankles, like everywhere you step. Okay, well, this is not the one I had waypointed on the map, but this is a pilgrim hostel. Yep, it's very cozy. But yeah, so I think I'm just gonna take a load off here for 10 or 15 and just have a snack and head out again. Oh my god, I spent my entire break in that little alcove and did not realize that there was a full room right here. It's pretty funny. Okay, spent about 30 there. I have from here 11 miles to go, 950 feet of ascent, and that's over the next 6 miles. And the remaining 5 should be pretty much all downhill to Pilgrim House, which I don't think I mentioned is, I think it's like fully staffed, so there'll be like people there and stuff. Oh man, I am pretty sick of these marshes. This is a slow-going slog. Okay, didn't record much on the way up. It was just a near vertical ascent. Just do a really heavy, thick brush. Wasn't very well marked. Finally emerged from there onto this dirt road. I think I just followed this up a little bit, and then we're going back up into the hills. And of course, it's a marshy mess. Oh my god. Oh, that was hard. A little scary right off the bat. I do that mud pit, sinking past my ankles, and then halfway through, realizing I'm like 50 feet off from where the trail is. So I had that bushwhack bit, but back on it. Okay, I just stopped to refill on water. This little cabin here. I think it might be a pilgrim cabin. but I don't have the combination for this one. I'm not too far anyways. I just want to keep pushing. Looks like most of the climb is coming up very shortly. I think it's probably going to be getting above these trees here that you can see on the other side of the lake. And then it's mostly downhill in the town. Or not town, but the Pilgrim House. Okay, a little worried now, heading up to higher elevation, and it's suddenly gone very gray. No forecast, last I checked, it's supposed to be clear, and I do hear rain coming down. Oh, it's not rain. It's a hailstorm. Okay, it's cleared up a bit. It's a bit scary for a few minutes, especially since I just reached the sort of the peak of the climb for the day, and it's pretty bare up here in terms of coverage. Yeah, it's all mostly downhill from here. Yeah, I am ready to I'm ready to finish up for the day. Okay, I'm fairly close, so I'm switching on my iPhone. I have about 30% left on my main phone. And you can also see I am off route, but I have a nice view of the lake here. And it started raining, so just taking a minute before I press on. Oh, 3 miles ago, it's been a little rough with the train, very rocky going down. But there's a nice little tree house here. It's pretty cool and right by a lake. Shoot, yeah. Also, a lot of bugs. Gotta keep moving. Okay, back on another road. I think I take this the last mile or so to the Pilgrim House. I think there's like maybe a part at the end where it's like a 0.3 hike through the woods. Okay, guys, so I made it here to the Pilgrim House. There's only a couple of people here. I think they're staff. They're not really the regular persons. They weren't really sure about prices or anything, but I just took what I can get. I think this place is like $60. A lot more than I was planning on paying, but after a day like today, I could really use it. It was a rough day. Freak hailstorms and a marsh, and yeah, pretty crazy. But I made it, so I'm gonna wrap this up here. Thank you so much for joining. Make sure you like and subscribe. I've got a Patreon down below to help me keep this trip going. They did not have beer, but did have Coke Zero. So I'm going to enjoy this, make some dinner, and I will see you next time. Goodbye forever.